On this episode today, we're going to talk a little bit about remote starts. What are some of the qualifying questions that you should be asking yourself before purchasing a remote start? One of the most important questions I think that you should ask any installer or any business before purchasing one of these remote starts is, how long have you been doing this for? Or how long have you been in business if you are a business or compared to an installer? That is probably single-handedly the most important question you could possibly ask anybody. There's guys out there that's been doing it for 6 months. There's guys out there that's been doing it for close to 20 years. I know I would prefer to have somebody who has 20 years experience for an extra $10 put a remote start on versus somebody who's been doing it for 6 months to a year. These cars are getting harder and harder and require more and more training to be able to do these remote starts. If this remote start doesn't work properly because it's installed improperly, your vehicle will not start even with the key or the remote start. The second thing to ask yourself is, what is this person, as far as an installer or a business, what is their warranty? What are they going to do for you if anything happens to this remote start? That is one of the questions that I feel is almost just as important as the first question. If they're not going to warranty their product or their labor, you pretty much just pay for something that you're no longer going to ever be able to use if it does have a problem. I know as myself as an installer, I've been doing this for close to 20 to 22 years. I offer a lifetime warranty on all my remote starts. If you buy a remote start through me, I offer a lifetime warranty on all parts, all labor, including remotes, brain, and installation. That's a question you need to ask another person that's installing your remote start if you're in a different area than me, or if you're out of state or out of the country. That is one of the most important selling techniques for me. If I stand behind my product, I'm gonna offer you a warranty on it. If they don't stand behind their product and only offer you a 90-day to a 1-year warranty, they're obviously not very confident that their product is going to hold up as well as somebody else's. The third thing you need to ask yourself is, do I need an integration module or a bypass? A lot of companies are doing Groupons and these new for sale ads saying I can put a remote start on your vehicle for $150 to $200. But they're leaving out the part where they don't have the integration or bypass module put into the price. That's a big problem when you go in to get your vehicle done and you go to install a remote start and you don't have that installed on the vehicle. What will happen is it will start and then die. Ultimately, you are bypassing the vehicle's anti-theft system with an integration module, or some people call a bypass module. That piece is ultimately just as important as the remote start, because without it, the remote start will not stay running or work at all. So that's something that you need to ask yourself or an installer or the business that you're having do the remote start. Do I need these things? Because you want them to tell you up front versus dropping your vehicle off and then getting a phone call an hour later saying, hey, you're going to need another $100 bypass or integration module. Well, now you're just right back up to the same price as everybody else. These are some of the qualifying questions I need you as a person, as a consumer, to ask the installer or the business before you purchase this remote start. These are the absolute most important questions you need to ask them.